Hi, I'm Mondo and I'm here to help you with your board game design. I'm a developer for the Op Games, which is a board game publishing company known for Gnome Hollow and Flip 7. And I want to talk a little bit about feedback. I just got back from 2 board game design conventions, the first being Proto-ATL and the second one being Unpub last weekend. Both were really great experiences where I got to play test a ton of games, and especially a ton of games from new designers. And I noticed some trends in the way that the feedback that I gave was received by those designers. Now, it can be scary to put your game in front of playtesters because you don't know how they'll react, and often your sense of self-worth and accomplishment is wrapped up in how your game is received. But the more games that you design, the more you realize that the criticism of your game that you get when you playtest it is the most important tool that you have in making your game better. I've been making games for about 10 years now, and to me, critical feedback about the games that I'm designing is so helpful. It's always very much appreciated because it is, again, like I said, the best thing for my game. And while I can get disappointed if I'm expecting a certain reaction from my playtesters that's positive and end up getting, very negative critical feedback, it's still, I know after I can get over that initial disappointment, is very helpful and very important. But I've noticed that a lot of first-time designers often don't get that. It seems common that more inexperienced folks will push back against the feedback that they get. They might identify that the playtester giving the feedback didn't play it correctly or didn't understand kind of the bigger picture of the way the game is designed or the rule set that are being used. And they often invalidate that feedback by that kind of, pushing back. Now, I want to say that this is a lesson that took me a long time to learn, but I believe wholeheartedly that the best way to receive feedback, regardless of what it is or where it's coming from, is just to listen to it. In a setting where someone's playtesting your game and hoping to be productive and helpful by the feedback that they give, it's really important that you just receive it. When you push back against feedback that you're given, you're essentially telling the person that's giving it to you that their opinions and their experiences are wrong or invalid or generally misunderstanding. And that can do a lot of damage to that person as they're shut down from, what they're trying to do as a favor to you. So even if the feedback isn't perfectly helpful or applicable, if you choose to just listen to that feedback, you're opening yourself up to the next bit of feedback from that person, which might be more relevant and might be more applicable. It's not uncommon for me to give feedback to a new designer that is then refuted to my face, which changes my disposition from I am here to give you feedback to help your game develop to, oh, you already know what you want your game to be and you're not interested in my experience. And if a designer isn't interested in the experience of their playtesters, then their game isn't going to get better. So it's really crucial that you detach your sense of self-worth and accomplishment from the game that you've created. Because every brand new game sucks in some way. Some more than others, but anytime you design a game, the mindset should be that this game is going to get better and better as I work on it. And the feedback that you get from your playtesters is critical in that process. So you should always see it as a favor that's being done for you and never as an assault on your character, your design skills. And the more receptive you are to that feedback, the more feedback and the better feedback you're going to get. Hope this helps, and good luck.